So hi everyone, I am Janju Ambelik and my topic is all about land consolidation. So itong land consolidation is a legal way or process of the comprehensive agrarian reform programs to promote social justice and industrializations, providing the mechanism for its implementation and for other purposes. So, itong land consolidation kasi is yung plan nila, readjustment and rearrangement of fragmented land parcels and their ownership to promote land development for specific use. So, ito yung mga land parcels na iba-iba yung may-ari, often in a distance to each other in a certain area. So, land consolidations is the most efficient or yung mas magandang paraan para mapa-improve yung structure ng isang agrikultura. So, it is a process of grouping land parcels aiming to enlarge them, which is more suitable or mas maayos na agricultural productions. Mas mapadali kasi yung access ng rural infrastructure like roads and drainage systems. So, through land consolidations, farmer can get main benefits. It can reduce the cost of agricultural cultivations. It can improve the increase income and profits. So, larger land, mas mapadali kasi yung paggamit ng mga modern technology. So, it is more efficient in the land agricultural activities, more safety, and lower the cost of the fuel consumptions. So, land consolidation process helps resolving the land registrations. Aim din ng land consolidation na magkaroon ng pantay-pantay na shares yung mga may-ari ng lupa. So, through land consolidation, it can improve farming practices and farm efficiency. It increases competitiveness of farm and improvement of living standards in a rural community. Mas mapapalago yung pangkabuhayan sa isang lugar. Example, in a forest, it can improve forest from being encroached or yung mga illegal intruder, illegal logger na papasok sa kagubatan. And also in environmental land consolidation, it can protect environment and landscape. It can also protect natural elements like the lake and the rivers kasi aim kasi ng land consolidations and also to conserve the soil fertility and prevent the erosions. So, mas maganda kasi yung mga goal ng land consolidations. So, the next is the special areas of concerns. Ang special areas of concern ng Department of Agrarian Reform Program is pinaprioritize nila yung mga subsistence fishings. So, subsistence fishings, pinaprioritize nila yung mga maliliit na mangingisda, mga seaweed farmers, na kailangan sila yung una or priority na makakapag-access or makagamit ng water resources. Next is the logging and mining. So, by the Department of Environmental Resources or DENR, inaalaw nila yung mga settlers or mga tribal community to cut, to exploit, or enjoy the productions of the forest. Hinahayaan nila yung mga settlers na mag-undertake ng reforestation. So, next is sparsely occupied public agricultural lands. So, ang Department of Agrarian Reforms is sinusurvey nila yung mga medyo bakante or partially empty na ng mga lupa at saka din-develop nila ito para gawing isang farm settlement for the qualified mga landless na mga tao. They aim to treat it equally in every aspects. So next is idle, abandoned, foreclosed, and sequestered lands. So itong mga abandonado na o mga foreclosed na mga lupa is ginagawa nila itong mga pabahay para sa mga homeless na mga people. So, binibigay nila ito sa mga walang mga bahay na matitirhan. Next is the rural women. So, itong rural women, pinaprioritize nila yung mga babae na nagtatrabaho sa agrikultura. Binibigyan sila ng kanilang karapatan sa pagmamay-ari ng lupa at saka sa pantay-pantay na harvest or share in land productions or farm produce. So next is the veterans and retirees. So in accordance of the section 7 of article 16 of the Constitution, landless war veterans and veterans of the military campaign, pati na yung mga survivors ng mga spouses and orphans, retirees of the armed forces of the Philippines, mga returnees or mga surrenderies is they shall be given due to the consideration in the disposition of the agricultural land of the public domain. So, pinaprioritize silang bigyan ng libreng pabahay at saka lupa ng gobyerno. So, next is the agricultural graduates. So, itong mga agricultural graduates na gusto nilang magkaroon ng sariling lupa para sa kanilang pangkabuhayan, hinahayaan silang bigyan, pinaprioritize silang bigyan ng Department of Agrarian Reform. And then the next is the financial intermediary for the CARP. The Land Bank of the Philippines shall ensure that the social justice objectives of the CARP shall enjoy the references among its priorities. So, itong Land Bank of the Philippines, sila yung kapartner ng Department of Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Programs. So, yung responsibility ng Land Bank is sila yung land valuations and the compensations, and also land transfer claims processings, and also a collection agent. So, sila yung kapartner ng Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program. Sila yung inaatasan na mag-collect or sila yung mga nagpa-process ng land transfer claims. And the next is the conversion of land. Conversion of the current use of agricultural land into a non-agricultural land use as approved by the Department of Agricultural Land. So, itong conversion of land is kasi hindi ka basta-basta makakapagtayo ng residential or commercial building in an agricultural land. Kailangan mo munang ipa-convert ito sa non-agricultural land. Kailangan mo munang mag-apply ng conversion clearance. So, ito yung mga legal basis na kailangan mong pagtaanan or legal basis for the conversion of an agricultural land. Section 65 of Republic Act number 6657 as amended. So, this is an act in which they only allow the lapse of 5 years from its award when the land ceases to be economically feasible and sound for agricultural purposes, or the localities become urbanized and the land will have a greater economic value for residential, commercial, or industrial purposes. So, ina-allow nila yung pag-convert ng isang agricultural land into non-agricultural land kung nakikita nilang mas mataas na yung value ng lupa at saka kung nagiging malago na yung urbanized na yung isang komunidad. And next is the Department of Agrarian AO number 1 series of 2002. So, it is a document that established the 2002 comprehensive rules on land use conversion in the Philippines. So, the order was established by the Department of Agrarian Reform includes the following. So, ito yung kasi kapag hindi ka nakakapag-convert ng isang lupa, at saka tinatayuan mo ito ng residential or commercial building, may liability ka, may pananagutan ka sa gobyerno kung magpapatayo ka nang hindi ka nakakapag-apply ng conversion clearance. So, next is the DOJ Opinion Numbers 44 series of 1990. So, the Department of Agrarian Reform authority to approve the conversion of agricultural land to non-agricultural uses. Effective date, the DAR has the authority to approve conversion starting June 15, 1888. Lands that were classified as residential, commercial, or industrial before June 19, 1888 do not require conversion clearance. So, kapag yung lupa mo or yung residential na gusto mong pagtayuan is before ng June 15, 1888, before yung Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program Law na na-implement, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-process ng conversion clearance or exempted ka na. Pero kung yung conversion ng lupa mo is nagsisimula sa June 15, 1888, kailangan mong mag-apply ng conversion clearance. Next is the beneficiary of the Agrarian Reform Program after the lapse of 5 years from the award from the date of the issuance of the certificate of the land ownerships and who fully paid their obligation. So, makakapag-process ka lang ng conversion clearance kung ikaw ay nakakapag fully paid na sa iyong mga bayarin sa lupa. At saka kung yung lagpas ka na ng 5 years from the award or the date of the issuance of the certificate of the land ownerships. And if the conversion application is granted, the beneficiary is required to invest 10% of the proceeds from the conversion in the government securities and pay the Land Bank of the Philippines the full price of the land. So, kapag granted na yung application mo in conversion of agricultural land into non-agricultural land, kailangan mo daw mag-invest ng 10% through the government securities. So, at hindi ka basta-basta makakapagtayo ng isang residential or commercial building in an agricultural land kung hindi ka makakapag-apply ng conversion clearance. So, may liability ka or penalties kung any person who knowingly or willfully violates the provisions of this act shall be punished by imprisonment of not less than 1 month for not more than 3 years. Or the fine of not less than 1,000 and not more than 15,000 pesos. So, may mga multa at saka pagkakakulong na punishment kung lalabag ka sa law ng Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Programs. So, kung may balak kang magpatayo ng isang residential building, dapat kailangan mong kumuha ng isang conversion clearance. So, and that's all of my report. Thank you.